A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Squall. He'll go out of bounds right And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wall. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice. Palmer, you're...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his feet. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. Running free. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Boom. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boone. Stumbled to the ground.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. You got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the running back. Just ran over it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Working that left side now. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
He's loose. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
On the direct snap, it's close. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And if I'm a defense, I'm so excited because they know they can't run the football. I mean, they got to use a little bit of trickeration. They got to do something different because they know they can't man up and run it right at me. They know I'm too good. So defense, let's go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know in this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present.
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. Runs through a tackle. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. Steps away to find some room. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Jamison. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points, and
he's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 35. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the timing just a hair off.
well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be changing the route. Turns it loose deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Finding an escape route. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. on the ride. He's out past the 35. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He's got it! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing,
touchdown, Mississippi State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away? You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Release to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Quickly complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gives it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete to the right. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Going to the running game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Mississippi State right back to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's loose on the right. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LSU. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to sum.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
This is a design run. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Plows through the defense. Nowhere to run it. Down he goes after losing 6. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Grove. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you come up big, you forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. To the air, it's Jamison. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Lines a tight end down the gut. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Bulldog! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Scrambling away. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Jamison. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a grab down the middle. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.